Here, we studied before the paragraph, but we will revise it quickly. It is equilateral in which each two opposite sides are parallel. The paragraph, each two opposite sides are parallel. Okay. What are the properties of paragraph? Let's revise them. Here, property number 1, in the paragraph, each two opposite sides are equal in length. Each two opposite sides are equal in length. That means here, AB equals DC and AD equals AC. Okay? Number 2, in the paragraph, each two opposite angles are equal in measure. Each two opposite angles are equal in measure. That means angle D equals angle B and angle A equals angle C. Okay? Number 3, in the paragraph, the sum of measures of each two consecutive angles is 180. That means measure of angle B plus measure of angle B equals 180. Measure of angle B plus measure of angle C equals 180. Measure of angle C plus measure of angle D equals 180. And measure of angle D plus measure of angle A equals 180. Each two consecutive angles equals 180. The last property, in the paragraph, the two diagonals bisect each other. The two diagonals bisect each other. C bisect AD. Okay? Sorry. The special cases of the paragraph. There are special cases, okay, which is rectangle and rhombus and square. Each one is the case of paragraph. Let's see what the meaning of this. Rectangle, the rectangle has all the properties of paragraph and some additional properties. The same in rhombus and the same in the square. So, these are the special cases of the paragraph. Here, each of rectangle, rhombus, and square is a paragraph because in each of them, each two opposite sides are parallel. Okay? Here, the rectangle, each two opposite sides are parallel. In the rhombus, the same. In the square, the same. So all of them considered as a paragraph. Each of them considered as a paragraph. Let's see the rectangle. Here, the rectangle is a paragraph with a right angle. With a right angle. Let's see here. Okay. The properties of rectangle. The rectangle has the same properties of paragraph as we said, plus the four angles of the rectangle are all equally measured and the measure of each is 90 degrees. It means all the angles are equal and they are right angles. Okay? Here, the two diagonals bisect each other and also here the properties of the rhombus. The four sides of the rhombus are equal in length. Like the square, the four sides are equal in length. Also, the two diagonals of the rhombus are perpendicular. The two diagonals are perpendicular. Okay? Let's see the square. We studied the rhombus and the rectangle. Now the square. The square is a parallelogram with a right angle, and the two adjacent sides are equal in length. Okay? The four angles are right angles. Okay? Or we can say one right angle. It's a parallelogram with one right angle, and the four sides are equals. Okay, the properties of the square here. The four sides of the square are equal in length. AB equals BC equals CD equals DA. Number two, the four angles of the square are equal in measure. The four angles are equal in measure. Each one equals 90 degrees. The third property, the two diagonals of the square are equal in length and perpendicular. Equal in length and perpendicular. Okay, let's see. What is the difference between the square and rhombus? The four sides of the rhombus also equals in measure, in length, and the two diagonals are bisect each other and perpendicular. So what is the difference? The difference is here in the square, the two diagonals are equal in length, but in the rhombus they are different, but they are perpendicular. Both of them are perpendicular. Here, the four sides are equal in length, and the rhombus are equal in length also, but here the four angles are right angles in the rhombus. They are not right angles, okay? Note that we can also define the square as follows. The square is a rectangle with two adjacent sides are equal in length, okay? It's like the rectangle exactly, but the two adjacent sides are equal in length. Also, the square is a rhombus with right angle. Rhombus with right angle. Okay. Summary. It's summarizing what we said. Okay. Here, the rectangle is a parallelogram if one of its angles is right. The parallelogram is a rectangle if. The parallelogram is a rectangle if, not the opposite. Okay? If one of its angles is right, or its two diagonals are equal in length. Okay? Also, the parallelogram is a rhombus if the two adjacent sides are equal in length, or the two diagonals are perpendicular. The parallelogram is a square if one of its angles is right and two adjacent sides are equal in length, or one of its angles is right and its diagonals are perpendicular, or the two diagonals are equal in length and perpendicular, or two adjacent sides are equal in length and its diagonals are equal in length. So, in the paragraph, if it achieves one of these properties, so it will be a square. If it achieves one of these properties, it will be a rhombus, and here if it achieves one of them, it will be a rectangle. Okay? Let's solve some exercises. Okay, here the exercise on this lesson. Most of them are The next one, the two diagonals are perpendicular in each of what? Square and rhombus. The four angles are right in each of. The four angles are right in each of square and rectangles. The opposite angles are equal in measure in each of. The opposite angles are equal in each of them. Square, rectangle, rhombus, and paragraph. Letter F. The two diagonals bisect each other in each of all of them. Their diagonals bisect each other. Square, rectangle, rhombus, and paragraph. The last one. The sum of measures of the two consecutive angles equals 180 in each of. All of them also square, rectangle, rhombus, and paragraph. Complete the following. In the paragraph, the sum of measures of any two consecutive angles equal, we just said it, okay, 180. The next one, in the paragraph, each two opposite sides are what in length. Paragraph, each two opposite sides are parallel and equal in length. A paragraph is a rhombus when its two diagonals are perpendicular. The rhombus is a square if okay, here is a mistake because the rhombus is a square if one of its angles or all of its angles or one of them is a right angle, but here are equal in length? No, equal in measure. Okay, you can say if its angles are equal in measure. Okay. If one of the angles of a paragraph is right, then it will be called, if one of the angles of a paragraph is right. This is called a rectangle. Okay. If two adjacent sides, okay, one of you will tell me, no, it's a square. Yes, it's right. Rectangle and square, both of them are right. Here, if two adjacent sides in a paragraph are equal in length and its diagonals are perpendicular, then it is called two adjacent sides in a paragraph are equal in length and its diagonals are perpendicular. So it's called a rhombus. Okay. And also in the square it's the same. Okay. In the opposite figure, ABCD is a paragraph. Measure of angle A equals 60 degrees. Then measure of angle B equals what? We said the two adjacent angles should be equals 180 degrees. So here I have an angle and I want the second one. So I subtract 60 from 180. So the remainder will be 120 degrees. The last one, the rhombus whose one of its angles is right is called a square. In this lesson, you should study more and more and more. Try to keep their properties, okay, and solve a lot of questions like this to keep them. Okay. Now we'll take the second lesson, which is visual pattern. This is not a new lesson because we had it in grade 5 and 4. Okay, it's not a new one. But here we will revise the pattern is a sequence of symbols or figures arranged according to a certain system or rule. Okay, so the pattern is a sequence. Okay. Here, we will discover the pattern for each one and describe it, then complete. Here, we have two squares, a rectangle, Then to complete, you will complete the next figure. Okay. Here, also a rectangle with a dot here, up on the left, then up on the right, then up on the right. So the next one will be also a rectangle with a dot down on the left. Okay, then we will repeat it again. Okay, here, sad face, straight face, happy face, then sad, straight, happy, sad, so straight and happy. Here I complete straight and happy. But what is the description? I start from the beginning. Okay, I draw this one and this and this. These are three different figures. Then he repeat them again. So I stop here. So this is only the description of this pattern. The next one, here a circle divided into four sectors. Okay, shaded. The first one up on the left, one down on the left, down